Okay, you movie buff, get ready for this. Election week. It always kind of shakes things up in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And this year's no different. We're doing a deep dive on the box office numbers.
Ooh, exciting.
And let me tell you, there were some real surprises this week.
Awesome.
So we're looking at box office reports from AP News.
Okay.
And the big question this week is,
Yeah.
can a superhero threequel really hold off like a creepy Hugh Grant and a heartwarming Christmas Story? I mean, what's going on?
That's a big question. It's a real showdown at the box office this week.
Yeah.
So Venom, The Last Dance,
All right.
did manage to hold on to that top spot
Oh, wow, really?
for the third weekend in a row.
Third week?
But the domestic opening weekend was just $16.2 million.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it's not really the knockout punch you expect for, like, a big superhero movie.
I know. I thought superhero movies were, like, always huge hits.
Right.
What happened?
Well, it's important to remember what domestic actually means.
Okay.
When you talk about box office. Domestic means the U.S. and Canada. International is a whole other ballgame.
Oh, okay.
And these days, especially for blockbusters, you can really make or break a film.
So Venom is probably cleaning up overseas then, right?
Okay,
Ah.
Venom is huge internationally. It brought in $279.4 million.
Wow.
Just to put that into perspective, like, imagine a product selling like crazy everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Except in the U.S.
Wow.
That's kind of the power that the international market has these days.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So who else is competing for the top spot this week?
It's a close race for second place
Okay.
between Heretic and The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Okay.
Both brought in around $11 million.
So neck and neck.
Yeah, neck and neck.
Okay, tell me about these movies. Like, what are they about?
So Heretic is a dark psychological thriller.
Ooh, okay.
It's about a pair of Mormon missionaries
All right.
who encounter a very sinister, you could even say evil, Hugh Grant, which is a very different vibe than, let's say, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever,
I was going to say.
which is a very classic, heartwarming story
Yeah.
about a group of mischievous kids
Oh.
who end up shaking things up at the church Christmas play.
That sounds fun.
Talk about opposite ends of the spectrum.
That's so interesting. And
Yeah.
it's even more interesting, I think, when you think about the studios
Yes.
behind each movie.
Definitely Heretic comes from A24.
Oh, okay.
You know them? They do indie and art house films.
I've got a good track record. Yeah.
They carved out a niche for themselves
Yeah.
with those, thought-provoking,
Yeah.
edgy films.
Mhm.
Then The Best Christmas Pageant Ever
Right.
comes from Lionsgate and Kingdom Story Company,
Okay.
who focus on, faith-based films.
Yeah.
So it shows how these studios are, like, really finding success,
Right. Yeah.
catering to a specific audience, you know?
It's like they're creating their own little, like, mini Hollywoods
Right.
inside the bigger system.
Yeah. It's a really smart strategy, especially in a market dominated by these huge studios.
It's like carving out your own lane.
Exactly.
So what other movies are in the top 10?
Okay, we have The Wild Robot, animated adventure for the whole family,
All right.
Smile 2,
Oh, the sequel.
the sequel, last year's horror hit.
Okay.
We've also got Conclave, Anora, Here, We Live in Time, and for those horror fans out there,
Yeah.
we have Terrifier 3.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, the latest in that, like, super gory franchise,
Yeah.
really pushing the boundary.
I've heard about it, yeah.
What a mix.
It's a really diverse group of movies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I find so interesting about this week.
Yeah.
It's showing us that
Yeah.
audiences have such diverse tastes now.
Right.
Studios can't just rely on,
Yeah.
those big blockbusters.
Same old, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta offer a little something for everyone.
Makes sense. Okay, so taking a step back,
Yeah.
what's the main thing to learn from all this?
So this election week has created, like, this really unique box office situation.
Yeah.
Venom shows us how important international appeal is for these big blockbusters.
Right.
And the variety in the rest of the top 10 shows us that studios
Yeah.
are starting to, really cater to a range of tastes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder, like, knowing how important international markets are now,
Yeah.
do you think Hollywood will start making movies with, like, global audiences in mind first? Or will they always prioritize us here in the U.S.?
Ooh, that's a big question.
Yeah?
Everyone's trying to figure out right now.
I know.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's tough.
It is a tough one.
We'll have to see how it plays out, I guess.
Exactly.
But for now, you can check out all the box office numbers.
Yes.
If you want to dive a little deeper, we have a link for you in the show notes.
That's
Until next time, happy watching.
Happy watching.